You've probably heard that diversity is super important in the workplace, but do you actually know why? Well, in today's video, we're going to talk about the importance of diversity and why it's so important for companies to embrace it. But before we do, let's ask a question. Have you ever felt out of place at work, like you didn't quite fit in with the rest of your team? If so, then you know firsthand how important diversity is. So let's go into the details. I don't see colour. This is a common mantra used by those who attempt to appear as if they are not prejudiced. Not seeing colour signifies that you are only focused on the person. The problem with this statement, though, is that it sets a dangerous precedence for ignoring the fact that implicit bias exists. It also minimises the challenges that an individual of a different race, religion, or creed experiences. So what's the big hoopla about diversity in the workplace? Well, as Yurithya Dinzi Flores says, the value of a diverse team is its capacity to challenge the norm or groupthink and thus boost organizational performance and improve decision-making. Diversity in the workplace is imperative for any company or sector, with benefits that lead to an increase in marketing efforts. Society today is diverse and appreciates investing in companies that reflect and celebrate the community they serve, contributing to better relations with the community by understanding their needs and wants. This, in turn, also minimises the negative publicity that can arise for companies. NortonLifeLock recently had a case dismissed regarding their failure to commit to diversity from the board of directors down. So while the case was dismissed, there's still the stain of being accused of being deceptive based on their mission statement. We have some links in the description if you're interested in reading more. A company with a strong mission statement and a commitment to diversity and inclusion is a company that is ethically and morally conscious. Another benefit is increased cultural awareness. An increase in cultural awareness decreases and can sometimes even eliminate injustices that minorities experience by being cognizant of the disparity that non-white individuals experience and being part of the solution that strives to change the negative outcomes of unconscious bias. Take, for example, big tech companies. Historically speaking, these companies brought low averages when it came to diverse individuals being employed within the company. This meant that these companies were slow to respond when faced with social injustices, for example the ones that occurred in 2020. To combat social injustices the society at large was facing, these companies had to take a hard look at the current staff and realise that the company as a whole was not diverse. They were not contributing to cultural awareness, both internally and externally. To resolve this, these companies pledged to hire more diverse talent that will enable them to implement policies and procedures that are responsive and fair to all employees, while ensuring they contribute to the community in an impactful way that aids in decreasing poverty and crime. Another great benefit of workplace diversity is increased creativity and innovation. Let's face it, if we all look and act the same, where are creative or innovative ideas brought up? Diversity in the workplace fosters an environment conducive to creativity. Where creativity and innovation exist, you can be sure your company remains on the cutting edge of its sector. The Boston Consulting Group completed a study that shows when your workforce is diverse, it opens the floor for sincere and honest conversations about culture and how culture affects consumer habits. For example, a non-white, non-English speaking individual will have different customs that will contribute to a varied manner of communication and spending habits. When you have a diverse team within your company, you become aware of the vast array of cultures and spending habits of the society you market to, creating goods and services that become a global demand rather than a small niche. To take advantage of these benefits, a DEI board should exist. Having a DEI board within your company can ensure that there are fair practices when it comes to hiring, engaging employees, and celebrating culture. Forming a DEI board should not be an arduous process. Start by recruiting internal employees who are interested in DEI. A 4 to 5 person group or one individual from each department of your company can be responsible for engaging your employees. Additionally, it should serve as a mission statement of sorts and should really align with the company's values. So develop an action plan and deliver. Recruit, retain, and grow people that contribute to creating a diverse community. Implement diversity, equity, and inclusion into core learning and development materials. Enhance DEI accountability, effectiveness, and collaboration across the team through company engagement. By following these steps, you will ensure that you will create a genuinely inclusive and creative environment. Training your whole team in DEI is super important, and we've got some extra videos about this too, so make sure to check them out. If you'd like more insights like this, consider signing up to our newsletter. Thank you very much for watching, and we look forward to seeing your company embrace diversity and inclusion in the future.